Hi children, today's class we are going to learn English. First of all, let me ask you a question. What will you do when guests come to your home? Will you welcome them happily or you'll go inside the room? Which is the good habit? Yes, we all welcome our friends and relatives with smile. When they come home, we give them delicious food, we play with them, we are kind to them. Thus, taking good care of guests and visitors is called hospitality. So, in this lesson, we can learn hospitality by means of a story. Before starting the story, let's learn few words to understand the story better. The first word, gruel. Pronounce along with me. It's gruel. It's a thin, watery porridge. Second word, guest. Guest is the person who is invited to a function or to stay at one's house. The next word is twig. Twig is a small thin branch of a tree or bush. Do you remember playing with the twigs? The next word is disguise. It means to change the appearance to hide identity. For example, the thief disguised his face. The next word is shadow. Shadow means the dark area seen under an object in light. Yes, children, now are you ready to hear the story to learn hospitality? Come on, let's start the story. One day, a beggar went to the house of the richest man in the village. He asked for food, but the rich man shouted at him and did not give him anything to eat. The beggar walked slowly to the next house. He knocked the door, and a voice said that nobody is at home. Find the next house. The beggar was so sad. The beggar was very tired and slept under the tree. Meanwhile, a poor man came near the beggar. The beggar asked some food to the poor man. So the poor man took the beggar to his hut. The poor man's name was Kaliyan. He had a wife and two children. They welcomed the beggar and gave him food. The beggar ate his food, played with the children, and was very happy. The next morning he asked them all to pack the things. They were confused. The old man said that he was not the beggar but the landlord of nearby town. His son and wife died and he needed good people to take care of his wealth. Kalyan did not agree first, but the old man requested and he agreed to help people using the old man's wealth. So, children, now let's read the story. Please take a note and pen and write down the bold words which you find in the lesson. We'll discuss those words at the end of the lesson. Children, now read along with me. Let's start. Once a beggar was hungry. He saw a big house and went there to see if he could get something to eat. The house was very big and luxurious. There was a beautiful garden around the house. As he neared the house, he could smell tasty food. He knocked the door. A well dressed man opened the door. The man's face shrank on seeing the old man. Asked in a harsh tone, "What do you want?" The old man, with his feeble voice, replied, "It has been 2 days since I had food, so please give me something to eat." The rich man got angry and shouted at the beggar, "Do you think I am running free food service? Get out of here." The old man, with the same tone, requested, "Is there any left out?" Don't stand here wasting my time. Get out of my sight, said the man and slammed the door. The old man slowly walked away. In his way, he saw a lady from the house dropping banana leaves with food in the trash can. He was sad. He slowly walked to the next house and knocked the door. Is anybody there? After repeated knocks, a voice answered, Nobody is home. Try the next house. If there is no one, then who is answering me? Asked the old man. The man got irritated and opened the door and said, Why don't you try the big house in the same street? The old man sadly replied, I tried, but he did not offer any food. He asked, How can you expect me to help you when the richest man of the village denied? The old man left the place. The old man was tired and could not walk any more, so he sat under a tree and soon slept. A man in shabby clothes woke him and asked, Who are you? Why are you lying here? The old man replied, I have no food and no place to stay. The poor man said, You look tired and hungry. Come to my home and stay with us. The old man replied, I don't want to be a burden to you. I just need some food. The poor man said, Okay, just come and have some food with us. He took the old man to his hut. The hut was very small and barely enough for the family. The old man saw that the house wouldn't withstand the monsoon. The house had no furniture, but only a few utensils were there for use. The people in the house, a lady and two children, were happy to welcome the old man in. They made him sit comfortably. The children sat near him. The man introduced himself and his family. I am Kalyan. I work in the farm nearby. This is my wife Viji and my children Gopi and Radhika. Soon the children got close to the old man. They asked many questions and played with him. Kalyan helped the man wash his face and hands. When the old man entered the hut, the Vijay was ready to serve the food. They all sat in a circle. Vijay served the gruel from an earthen pot. First she gave to the old man and then to the children and Kalyan. After the dinner, Kalyan laid a mat for the old man to sleep. Next morning, the beggar asked them to pack their things. They all couldn't understand why he asked so. Before they could say anything, the beggar said, I'm not a beggar. I'm a landlord from a nearby town. My family and I were helping the poor and the needy. My wife and son died 2 years back. Without them, I continued my service. As I grew older, I wanted someone to take care of my wealth and services after me. You have to accept my request and fulfill my desire. Kalyan was reluctant, but the old man persuaded him and his family. The old man was happy that his service would continue many more years even after his death. So, children, we learned hospitality from this story. Now we all know how to treat our guests and relatives who comes to our home. Also, we know how to be kind to our guests. So, have you all noted down the words which came in the bold letters? Shall we discuss the new words? So, children, let's learn the first word. The first word is shrank. It is the past tense of shrink. Shrink means becoming in smaller size. The next word is feeble, weak. The man was very weak. The man was feeble. The third word is denied. It means refused. The officer refused the letter. The next word is shabby, worn out. The beggar wore shabby clothes. The next word is reluctant. Reluctant means hesitant. For example, she was reluctant to do her homeworks. The next word is persuaded. It means convinced. The mother convinced his son to have his dinner. So, children, we have learned many new words from this lesson, and also we know how to treat our guests and visitors now. Thank you for watching the class, and we'll meet in the next session.